at the famous Circuit de la Sarthe, otherwise known as Le Mans, the host of the 24-hour race at Le Mans. I'm joined in the commentary box by Ian once again. Ian, should be a great finale tonight.
Oh yeah, it's Le Mans. It's been the set for many different 24-hour races, and tonight we're going to be seeing a slightly shorter version of that race, but with only the LMP2s.
Absolutely. It's a slightly slower car. Pardon me, I did have a Chinese just now, I do apologise. But that was, yeah, the LMP2s are slightly watered down versions of those LMP1 beasts that we see driving around this track once a year, but there's definitely going to be some interesting racing action. We've got a few veterans of the LMPs racing at Le Mans tonight. We've got Champ out on the track at the moment. Champ has taken 2 wins that I've commentated on around this track. Let's see, where's Champ at the moment out on track, currently P9 on that leaderboard. But we're currently watching Unorthodox at the moment, the championship leader coming into this final round. He's been Mr. Consistent so far, has Dan, in this championship. Was commentating alongside myself and Ian a few moments ago for the GT3s, and he currently leads the championship by, a moment, let's pull up the standings so I can be a bit more informed.
I believe it's less than 10.
It's a very small gap, to say the least.
Standing
is LMP2.
Oh, there it is. From it.
Sorry guys, this is not what we represent here at Motive Racing. 8 points.
8 points to Ben Parker.
So yeah, Unorthodox leads the championship by 8 points. He's taken 5 second places over the course of no 6 second places over the course of the season. Still yet to register a win, but his 7 podium finishes means he leads the championship by 8 points to Ben Parkey, who's taken 5 wins this season but missed the opening round of the season, and that is currently what is throwing Unorthodox that lifeline at the top of the standings. Ogbar 68 points back with a very slim chance of possibly taking the championship, but he would need the top 2 guys to pretty much have a nightmare over the course of this round if he were to win the championship. Our champion from 2 seasons ago, not 2 years ago, it looks like he's out of this running. Here's Fury CBK currently out there. Sorry, I did have a Chinese before and got a bit of wind. But Fury CBK currently comes into this one sat in 8th place in the championship standings. He's taken a couple of podiums this season. He took a podium at the Road America sprint race and also at Monza as well. So we know he's got the credentials, but he's had a bit of an on-off season. If you guys didn't see at Spa for the season opener, Ian was privy to this one. Fury did actually lift off from the circuit and end up entering the Earth's outer orbit. So yeah, always flashing his lights there. He knows we're watching him live on the YouTube stream. Good to see. But
try to avoid any invisible walls.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you reckon we can expect from Fury tonight, Ian? Obviously, he's raced around this track before. He knows these cars pretty well.
Well, the track is primarily a straight track, so there's not much we can really expect from anybody here tonight. It's just it's going to be all about, as I say that, near enough, does get cars to on ice. It's going to be a difficult one. It's going to be your best friend this track, especially in the back end, or it could be your worst enemy, and everything that could go wrong does go wrong. Yeah,
it definitely can be one of those where if you get yourself into a rut, then there's no coming out of it. But I'm sure that Fury's going to be extra motivated tonight. He did actually race in a GTE community event in an old league that I commentated on back in March. He ended up, I think, being lapped in that one, but he's a completely different driver now than what we saw back then. He's really come on. Obviously during lockdown he's had a chance to hone his skills on the Project Cars 2 sim racing platform, and we have seen a completely different Fury emerge from the ashes after that. So he's currently coming up towards the final chicane now. Let's see if this is, I don't know if this is a flying lap or if this is an outlap. I reckon it's probably a flying lap. Oh, it is an outlap. Okay, fair enough. So Fury about to start.
So, anyway.
Let's see. Crosses the line. Yes, an outlap. I had to clear my throat there. Ben Parkey currently out there at the moment. Ben Parkey comes into this one 8 points behind Unorthodox in the championship standings. Took 5 wins in a row between Road America and Silverstone. ended up winning the sprint race at Road America, and his final win in that sequence was the sprint race at Silverstone. Champ managed to end that sequence actually in the feature race at Silverstone. He was the one that took the win in that one. Since then, Champ's on a run of 3, so we are really seeing, we've only actually seen 2 drivers, oh no, 3 drivers take victories this season. They are Carnage Venom in the opening round at Spa, Ben Parkey from Road America all the way to Silverstone, and Champ from Silverstone to Sonoma. So these 3 guys are the only ones to stand on the top step. The championship leader there on Orthodox has just kept himself very consistent, hasn't he? And he's always been there or thereabouts, and that's the reason why he's leading the championship.
Yeah, he's always been able to take those chances of opportunity to get up there on top of the, in front of everybody else. But it's pretty much like a few other people that we saw this season. It's just allowed the smallest mistakes to get the better of him, and it's just cost him so many points.
Absolutely, it has. And but Ben Parkey's just coming up towards the final sector of this lap now. Let's see what sort of pace he's going to be doing here in this practice session.
I think they're setting that lap as well.
Oh, it might be an out lap, so in which case we're not going to get a representative idea of what sort of pace he's on at the moment. But I'm sure Ben Parkey's going to be extra motivated tonight. Obviously he comes into this one with quite a strong chance of taking the championship. If he were to win both races, he would win regardless of where the championship leader unorthodox finishes. So he's bringing it into the pits, so I think he's probably, oh no he's not, is he? Yes he is.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
But Ben Parkey in the comments section on YouTube saying Team Prolapse. Well, Team Prolapse currently being represented by, I believe, 3 guys out on track tonight. X-Mart, Nicky, Ben Parkey. I think that's it.
I've not really kept track of the Prolapse lads.
Yeah, I believe that they're the 3 guys who represent Team Prolapse. Martin Story, X-Mart in the comments section say go on Team Prolapse. It's always good to see the support coming in for those guys. Oh yeah, somebody's hit the wall there coming out onto the Mulsanne straight. That's Ratchet. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. But
first time lucky on the guess.
Brilliant guess, Ian. Ian's on the ball tonight. Good to see somebody is.
Right, I believe Fury is now on his flying lap. Yeah, he will be. Because it does have his late start. I don't know if he had them on before, but also we have saw him once going around this section of the track, so that indeed will be a flying lap for him.
Absolutely, and Fury's going to be wanting to send out a statement this time around. Last week he didn't show up for the LMP2s. He said that he absolutely despised the track that we were racing around Sonoma, and as a result did not take the start for that one. Well, the only reason that unorthodox gritted his teeth and got on with it, 'cause he's leading the championship, but I understand why Fury had no I mean, no interest. To be fair, right, Ogbar made a fantastic calendar this season. Our lead coordinator Ogbar really did pull out all the stops. We've seen some brilliant tracks over the course of this season. We obviously had Spa to kick up the season, absolutely legendary Spa-Francorchamps. We saw, oh no, Fury, oh man, that's gotta hurt. He drives 3.5 minutes around the track and then bins it out of the last corner. He's going to reverse it over the line.
That didn't count.
Oh
it
no!
got invalidated.
Imagine getting all the way to the end of the lap and then invalidating it out of the last corner. Oh my god.
As it stands, Champ is the only one to set a lap thus far, but I believe Unorthodox is on the charge to set a lap.
Yeah, championship leader's going to be wanting to send out a statement here in this one. Champ currently, as you say, fastest man in this session. Nobody else set a lap time so far. It's very easy to get invalidated though, Ian. Obviously there's a lot of room for error being that it is a very long track.
It's like 90% of the track is a straight line, but it's still, even on this back end of the track that we're currently watching Unorthodox come down right now, it's so easy to clip that grass or go around the corner. That's a little bit too fast when you could take it flat-footed, but it's just one of those tracks that you need to remember that you cannot always go flat-footed around these corners, or else the track will just throw you off.
Absolutely, you can indeed. We're seeing a comment coming in from Beardy's Life, otherwise known as Nicky, saying, "Good luck, Sir Ben Parkey. Go on Team Prolapse." Well, Ben Parkey yet to be knighted for his potential achievements here in the LMP2s here at Motive Racing. potentially a reference there to Lewis Hamilton possibly receiving a knighthood, but unorthodox crosses the line. 3 seconds off of Champ's pace at the moment here in this practice session. Not that that will mean much, obviously, due to the fact that this is a practice session, not qualifying. He can't get his what open?
My mushrooms.
Your mushrooms?
Sweetie mushrooms. Yeah!
Oh, jeez. I thought you were talking about some other mushrooms there, jeez.
No.
Oh my god.
The raspberry flavoured mushrooms.
Do you know what? I heard about some chocolate mushroom biscuits earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, someone was showing them to me on their phone. They are these. Well, they got magic. They're basically magic mushrooms. But the less said about that, the better, because this is obviously there are children watching this. Magic mushrooms, who didn't know, are actually a type of Haribo sweet.
Yeah.
But
they were an unlimited edition.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're very rare. You don't really see them in shops that often. They're only in selected stores. So you've got to go and do
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you've got to go and do the hunting in the middle of some field. But Champ there crossing the line. Let's see if he can improve on that particular time. Did he get his lap time faster?
Yeah, he did improve.
Oh yeah, he improved by a second there on that last lap. So excellent stuff there from Champ. I need to change the video title because it's currently a bit brief.
GT3
LMP2 Championship. Right.
Yeah, definitely needs to be a little bit more.
Call it Motive Racing's LMP2 Championship, round 6, Le Mans.
Championship winner and orthodox.
Don't speak too soon. Don't put the curse on him, Ian. Come on, we want Dan to.
Trying.
I mean, we can't be biased, obviously, because we're commentators.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously, we hope that there is a fair fight between Unorthodox and Ben Parkey. But we want to see Dan also make a good account of himself, our fellow commentator and staff member here at Motive Racing. But anything can happen. It's the duel here at Le Mans, and we're about to go racing. I think Ogbar, the lead coordinator, is just reading out the grid order to the boys in the lobby before we get going. So we've got a 14-man grid for this one. Ian, who's your money on before we get going?
Well, given how tight this track is going to be, I've really got no idea. It's definitely going to be anybody's game at this point, so I really can't give an exact evaluation, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on every single last person on this track right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's going to be very, very tricky for all of these guys out there. It's a very long lap around here, and there's obviously some heavy braking zones down that Mulsanne straight, so these guys have to be careful. They're going to be tightly bunched up. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be doing a full formation lap for this one. Let me just check the Discord server to get some idea on what we shall be expecting, because it's a very long lap here, so I'll see if we're expecting to do a full formation lap. Oh, we are indeed.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
We've lost Dan!
Oh no! You're kidding me!
No!
You're kidding me! No! Oh no, he's disconnected. I can't believe it.
Oh.
What do we do here? What do we do here?
I don't know. No.
One sec.
I think the rules.
One sec. We haven't. Let's just get Ogbar in this party chat ASAP.
Yeah.
Let's get Ogbar in here right now. Oh man. Well, we haven't gone green yet. We haven't even started the formation lap, so we can still get this sorted.
Back, but we obviously won't be in the brace, so we might be able to get away with a restart.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We might possibly be able to. Right, let's give Ogbar a ring. Just going to ring up our lead coordinator here on Discord, guys. We're going to try and get this sorted out. Yep, I think we're restarting by the looks of it. I don't know, a couple of guys have jumped out. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, Akbar's getting on with it.
Hold on, our car's pulled off to the side of the road.
No, I think he's finding his place.
No, he's just rolling.
Come on, Akbar, jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in.
Akbar, what are you doing here, pal? Come on.
The thing is, it's just because the championship's on the line here, guys, and we don't want to, have such a anti-climax on this one. I think we want to give the fans watching on the channel what they deserve. We all expected to see a title decider, and I think it would be unbelievably cruel on unorthodox if that were to decide it. So we're just going to try and get in touch with Akbar and get this figured out, because it would be heartbreaking if this was the decider. Alright, we just jump in. Let's jump in game chat, Ian.
He won't be able to hear us.
Yeah, true. Here we go. Right, Akbar's confirmed. Restart, guys. We're going to be restarting this race, so stay tuned. Obviously, we're not going to have a break because we're on PS4 streaming mode. Dan, we're restarting, mate. We're restarting.
Oh, thank fuck for that. I did not want to lose championship.
Language.
Sorry.
We're on stream here. Come on.
Sorry. My bad. So everyone who's listening, I disconnected. My game crashed. Just as I was
listening to you.
Oh, for God's sake! I'm stressed enough as it is, Ian. Right, fine. Oh, God.
So just remember, the main thing is we are restarting. We're not leaving you behind.
I was going to say, that would be really bad, because for views and championship-wise, it would be stupid, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because I saw that it came up at the bottom left that unorthodox disconnect, and I was like, hold on. Now I say it out loud, and I was like, no, that's not good.
Annoying. So annoying. The only time it disconnects is now. Right.
Well, hopefully that's the only time.
Right, cheers for that, guys. I was literally sitting there going, they're going to start the race without me.
We gotta go into crawl into a small ball and grind the corner.
We couldn't have a championship decider without the championship leader. That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you have like team pro laps right now going, boo.
Well, no, to be fair, I think they'll probably understand.
We'll see. But, God damn it. Stupid project cars. Right, back in a sec. Catch you later.
Yeah.
See you in a bit. I think we did the right thing there. Obviously, I know that Ben Parky did miss the first round, so it would have been a bit of an equaliser, but you go into the last race with the two guys separated by 8 points. I think it would have been really quite hard on Dan to have allowed that to just carry on like that. I think that would have been really cruel. So I don't know. I think we made the right decision.
Yeah, because especially after the race it had at Simona, it was doing so well. Then bang, it just happened, and it's been hard. It's been doing. It has been doing well. It's just been having an unfortunate set of races the past few times.
Yeah, I mean, last week he was really quick. He was so quick last week.
Yeah, but I wouldn't see it go that way because that's just damn right unfair on him.
Akbar?
Yuri, can you retire?
Has everyone retired? Yeah, we're restarting.
Yeah, but half of the guys are listening. Oh, they are in the party.
We'll have to make a new lobby then.
Yeah.
I'll make a new one.
Alright, nice one, mate. Sorry about that. It's only because the championship's on the line, and it would have been like that would have just been really hard on Dan, and we hadn't started. Like we hadn't even started a formation lap, so.
Yeah. So I understand not restarting for me because also I wasn't in the contention for the championship.
It's
So
not just that. It's not just that, but also we didn't even notice until we'd already gone green, and it was a feature race. We didn't have the formation lap either. So the race, by the time we realised the race was already in full swing.
But that, like I said, you know, it's not a big deal to me because I wasn't in contention for the championship anyway. But it's just because I was not having a good night. So.
Yeah.
What's my one? I cannot find my later.
DJ Phil says we have a crazy one doing donuts.
Oh wow.
Brilliant.
Where are we still live?
Yeah, well, everything we're saying is still being recorded.
Yeah.
That whole chat with Dan and Opar is all on stream.
Oh lovely. I can't find my lighter.
Can't find your lighter?
No!
Stop fucking... Oh, sorry, I mean, oh god, I shouldn't have said that. So I was going to say, stop smoking, you silly sod.
I have a vape, but, you know, it's not good enough.
Oh, just stick to the vape. Jesus Christ, that sounds like something else. Jeez.
Ugh. Ow, ow, ow.
Fury's granddad's got a vape, apparently.
Oh. I bet your mine's better than yours. I've got like
I've
three
got a
different
vape that's
mods.
better than yours, better than yours, better than yours. I've got a vape that's better than yours, and this is how it goes.
No, it goes like that.
That's what I did.
It's just the fact that, you know, you wouldn't expect that amount of smoke. From the amount that you inhale, you wouldn't expect that amount of vapor to come out that it actually does.
Oh, Fury's going to got a lighter, not a vape. Fury's saying, where did you get a vape?
Right, this is getting annoying because I know for a fact I've got like 3 in this room and I had one next to me and it's went walkabouts.
Oh, dear.
No, I have to get out of my bed. Ah!
Oh, man, that's really rough.
It is,
It's a
man.
hard knock life, isn't it?
It really is. Oh, God. So enough to use energy that I don't fucking have. I hate my life. As soon as I stand up, what do I do? I'll look at my bed and what do I find?
A lighter.
Yeah!
Mate, this is what you get for smoking indoors.
I'm too lazy, okay, and it's cold.
You should leave your lighter in your kitchen. It actually forces you to get up and go outside to have a ciggy.
Yeah, but
Leave it in
that
your
means going
kitchen.
all the way that means going all the way downstairs and all that, so...
Mate, just leave a lighter in your kitchen. Get in the habit of doing it, trust me. If anything.
To get into the habit of going outside, because every time I go down to my dad's, I have to smoke outside. But again, at that point, I'm not up the stairs 24/7. I'm downstairs. So,
True, you're socialising with your family at that point.
well, I would just say my dad. I don't like my so-called mum and my stepmom.
Mother-in-law. No, it's not mother-in-law. What is it? Yeah, kind of.
Stepmom.
Yeah, technically. But I mean, you're a 23-year-old man, so like, technically
Yeah.
not.
Ugh. I was going to say something there, but I would rather not have. You know, I would rather not scare the young.
Probably best not say it
viewers.
on stream.
Yeah. Let's just say I have a certain
Ian's
ache
dad,
in a
if you're
certain
watching,
place.
he absolutely loves your missus. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Obviously not in that way, but he likes her as a person.
Yeah. Let's just say I have an ache in a certain place because I may have none of me and my ex-partner were still together, I may have jumped on her side and hurt that certain thing, and it's still aching to this day.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's quite literally a scar.
Yeah, I should really go to the doctor about it, but I don't at the same time.
It's kind of an awkward one, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, I don't want somebody sitting there, staring at it, poking and prodding at it, and it's like, why?
Stop touching me!
Yeah.
I know you have to, but I don't want you to.
It's inappropriate workplace touching. Oh, that stuff we see on stream, man, honestly.
That's brilliant. This is what LMP2 is all about. It's a Saturday night sesh.
Yeah. I finally completed the brand new Destiny 2 raid last night.
Ooh.
Happy about that.
Knew you were really excited about Destiny, but I didn't know you'd already completed half of the game.
Oh, that's just a new DLC raid. So that's only it's in terms of lore, it's a big thing, but it's just basically their standard activity with much harder bosses.
Oh, okay. So it's just a small section of the game, but you've managed to complete it.
It's considered the end game content after the campaign, honestly.
Ah, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Right, we need to find the LMP2 thumbnail here, boys, because it's up. I've got to scroll up the chat back to 2 weeks ago because Dan put all the thumbnails there, and I just didn't save them for some reason. I've literally been scrolling up to the chat like every time I've needed one.
If you ever really want to try Destiny, then it's actually free size. Like the base game plus the first two DLC are free.
Ah, sound. Nothing to lose then.
Yeah. I'd quite happily play it through with you, so I would.
Yeah, definitely something to do in the off season.
Yeah. It's like the game with the new DLC. The game was recently cut from over a 100 gigabyte application to roughly about 50 because I had to cut some of where they removed some content.
What was it inappropriate?
No, it's just like stuff that nobody really used. Oh, stuff that wasn't really relevant to the gameplay anymore.
Oh, I've got you. It was just unnecessary.
Yeah, basically.
Right, we're about to go racing at Le Mans for the LMP2 finale.
Really speaking, you should have put on 7 laps so we can do a formation lap.
I think that's meant to be included in the formation lap.
Oh yeah, so it was
a 5-lap race.
Last time. Yeah, sorry.
That's alright.
Confusing everybody now.
Right, let's copy this link, post it to Facebook, share that a little bit. Oops.
I'll just remember we don't have Nando tonight for the GT. Yeah, for the LMP2s.
But in his place, we've got Richie, former champion. In fact, last season's champion.
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah.
Good to have Richie out there. Lining up. Well, he's 9th at the moment. He will be lower down than that though because he hasn't raced in this series. He's a reserve, so he will be starting from the back of the field.
Yeah, Richie was the Tier 1 LMP2 champion last season. And we had Ben Park in second and Ratchet Dazzler in third.
Hey.
We're about to roll lights out here for the formation lap.
Yep, don't get too excited guys, we're not racing just yet. So we're going to just get into order based on the reverse of the championship standings. As Fury gets away, pretty sharpish there. It's going to be quite a quick formation lap, and the reason for that is obviously because it's a very long track. I think the first part of the formation lap's going to technically just be a free-for-all, and then we're going to slow it down coming out onto the long back straight, and then probably go from there, I would imagine, with the formation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to be...
Opal's going all out through this first sector, I think, just to get everyone moving.
Yeah. Well, as it's going to stand for the further formation that once we get into order, it's going to be, since Nando isn't here, it's going to be, Richie will be, is Richie going to start at Nando's place, or is he going to be starting last?
I think he's got to start at the back, yeah.
Right, that's fine. Then
he's racing as a reserve. He's a ringer for tonight.
Yeah. So it's going to be DJ Fallon first, Ratchet Dazzle in second, DJ Humpy in third, Spliffmaster in fourth, Fury in fifth, Smokey in sixth, Champ in seventh, Nicky in eighth, X-Mart in ninth, Ugbar in 10th, Ben Parky 11th, and Unorthodox is going to be 12th.
So Unorthodox, thankfully, is Will not having any issues at the beginning of this sprint race, so looks like the championship will be decided fairly and squarely. We hope that everybody keeps it clean out on the track. So Unorthodox lining up at the back of the field. Ben Parky currently sat in ninth. There we go, he's dropping back behind. There we go, he's dropping back behind Exmar and hopefully Champ in a moment as well.
Yeah.
So he'll be starting side by side with his championship rival Unorthodox. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us here live on the Motive Racing channel, we're just going around for our formation lap here at Le Mans, ready for the season finale of the LMP2s. Round 6 of 6. Coming into this round, Unorthodox has a 8-point lead over Ben Parky. This is a reverse grid based on the championship standings. So the guys who are in contention for the championship are going to have to fight their way back through the pack and do this one the hard way.
I don't know why Spliffmaster's this far down. I know that we're not getting really into formation this early, but Spliffmaster should be at least a little bit further up at the minute.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he's doing at this point.
Yeah,
maybe he's either a... He's not a reserve, is he? He's a regular driver, so...
Yeah, he's going to be starting between DJ Humpy and Fury.
Yeah, hopefully Spliffmeister catches on before we get to the end of this formation lap. If he is listening to the stream, you all know now anyway, so... Fingers crossed that one sorts itself out. But Ben Parky and Unorthodox should be next to each other in this order. So DJ Phil...
Fury should be behind... Fury is going to be... behind... yeah, he's going to be behind Smokey Devil. So right now, Fury has to be behind Smokey Devil.
I think so, yeah.
Nicky's got a very large gap right now. He shouldn't be that far ahead. I think he's just going for it. What is he doing?
What is Nicky playing at? Oh, he's coming into the pits. He's got a drive through. Presumably for jumping the start, I would imagine. He will have to rejoin behind the pack. He's going to have to let everyone. He's going to have to make sure he lets everyone go past when he gets to the end of the pits. But I presume he jumped the start and got a drive through.
Yeah, or he could be in the wrong set of tyres, but it looks like it just might be a drive through.
Yeah, fingers crossed. It's nothing too major for Nicky there. So DJ Phil is going to lead us away for the sprint race here in the season finale. He's going to have Ratchidas getting away behind him. Spliffmeister has made his way up into P3. Smokey Devil lining up in 4th. Then Fury, Champ, 5th and 6th. X-Mart of Team Prolapse in 7th with Ogbar in 8th. Then we're going to have Ben Parky, Unorthodox, Civic Richie and TJ Humpy. And DJ Phil puts his foot to the floor. We are green here. We are underway, so that is DJ Phil there crossing the line to begin the first lap of the race. Looks like Ratchidas gets away decently. He's got already Spliffmeister attacking in the background. It looks like we come out towards turn 1 now. Nicky there coming on the exit of the pits, letting everyone go by, but as they come into turn 1, that is currently, that looks like Spliffmeister having a little look on Ratchidas. Can't quite get that move done at the moment. Looks like Champ is already up into 5th place, but Fury has managed to get that position back up ahead of Champ there, up into 5th place. That's X-Mart there just behind. Ben Parky's already up into 8th place. Good start, but likewise Unorthodox. The two championship contenders following each other through in the early stages, already up into 8th. Oh, and somebody's gone off there. Was that? Who was that? I'm not sure who that was.
I think that was Ratchidas. Yeah,
As Ratchetus, it was, yeah, Ratchetus getting well out of shape early on there.
Oh.
But Ben Parkey and Unorthodox both running side by side. It looks like Unorthodox is trying to make a move here on Ben Parkey. What's happening here?
Oh, yeah.
He's in the slipstream, but he's got somebody to his outside there. X-Mart's trying to get involved in this one as well. The two Team Prolapse teammates trying to work together, but Unorthodox managing to fend off X-Mart there. You could see in the background, Ugbar's trying to attack on X-Mart as well as they come up towards the first chicane. It looks like Unorthodox looking to the outside here of Ben Parkey. Is he going to get that move into the chicane? Ben Parkey a little bit later on the brakes. We're side by side here. Is Unorthodox going to try and make it run to the outside? And Dan has just well and truly put a marker there on Ben Parkey. He's driven clean around the outside of the first chicane. You can see there the crew have to negotiate. Ratchetus is getting absolutely swamped by all of these guys. But Unorthodox there getting ahead of Ben Parkey here.
That is, being able to do that in that chicane and keep it just as clean as what they did. Hats off to him. But it looks like Ben Parkey has managed to get right back by him.
Yeah, he has. He's immediately returned the favour there as he comes into the second chicane. Unorthodox going to try and have a look there coming into the second chicane, but he's not going to get that one done at the moment. Looks like somebody's gone very wide there coming through the corner. Who is that? Is that Swiftmeister? It is indeed Swiftmeister getting swamped by the pack. He's going to have to be careful to make sure he doesn't collect anybody else. And we've got a collision there. Somebody's into the wall in the background. Is that Nicky? Nicky's out. No, Swiftmeister. Yeah, Swiftmeister getting out of shape. And what's happened to Ugbar and Nicky here? Yeah, you know, they've fallen way back. They're to the back of the pack now.
Yeah, that's I hate to say it, but that's not really a regular for Ugbar during this season right now, is it?
It's all too predictable, unfortunately, for the Flying Dutchman. And it looks like somebody's gone up there in the foreground. Is that Ben Parkey? It is! Ben is already having problems here at the start of this race. What is going on to Ben Parkey? He's now down into 10th place. Dan has made an unbelievable first lap. Look at this. He's already ahead of Fury, so I don't know if Fury maybe waved him by. Obviously, these guys are good friends. They do chat outside of the racing as well. So Richie has managed to get ahead of TJ Hompey. Oh, it looks like somebody's. Oh, there's a big crash in the background. And it's like is that Ratchet? That's again.
Yeah.
Oh, Civic into the wall now. All sorts of carnage here on this opening lap. Everybody's hitting the wall. One man who stayed out of trouble on this first lap is Unorthodox. Looks like DJ Phil is still leading the race though. Where's DJ Phil on the track at the moment? He's currently holding off Champ. DJ Phil doing a fantastic job here, leading the race here at the Le Mans 24-hour circuit, but Champ is looking very hot in his mirrors now as they come up towards the final sector of this first lap. Is Champ going to try and make a move at the inside? And it looks like, it's a Phil, he T-bones him! Champ and DJ Phil come together! Be careful, Dan, be careful as you come through. It looks like Dan managed to thread the needle there and moves up ahead of those guys, but that looks a little bit dodgy there from Champ, I've got to say.
Yeah, I definitely saw some kind of slight move to the right and then straight to the left and straight to DJ Phil.
Well, Champ there in the YouTube comments section before the race said, is this a rebirth of myself and Richie's rivalry from back in the day, back in the Rubbings racing days? Well, not if you race like that, it isn't, Champ, because you're down in 4th place. But having said that, Richie down in 12th, he's had an even more of a nightmare of a first lap. But Unorthodox, the championship leader, currently where he needs to be. But Ben Parkey has got himself back up into 3rd after that little incident on the first lap. In fact, he's up to P2 now. Ben Parkey up to P2.
Oh yeah, I think DJ Phil has definitely had the first lap to date in the LMP2. He's went all the way from 1st down to 13th place right now. He's now 28 seconds behind the pack.
Somebody's retired from the race. We've lost Ratchetus.
Was it Ratchetus?
Yeah, Ratchetus has called it a day. Yeah, I think he's just been involved in too many incidents on that first lap. He seemed to be all over the place, to be honest with you, Ian. He was getting involved in carnage and chaos left, right and centre, but Unorthodox currently leading this race by 2.5 seconds to his championship rival Ben Parkey. Unorthodox is in exactly the place where he needs to be, but Champ not too far behind these guys. Champ's down the back of Fury by the looks of it, and he's been waved by Fury. He's not making that too difficult. So Champ now on the back of Ben Parkey. The top 3 guys, Unorthodox, Ben Parkey and Champ on lap 3 of 6 here in this sprint race.
Well, all Unorthodox needs to do is make sure that he does finish ahead of Ben Parkey, then he will be set for this championship. But that's all I'm saying towards it. I'm not saying anything more.
No curses at this point, I think. But Unorthodox here doing exactly what he needs to do in the early stages of this race, and it's great to see that Dan's keeping his nerves and his head together. Obviously disconnected in the build up to the initial start. We managed to get the session restarted, which we're very happy about, and obviously we got in touch with our lead coordinator immediately, sorted the problem out, and looks like Champ's making a move here on Ben Parkey up the inside. Champ's up into P2 here, but big question is now, can Champ get ahead of Unorthodox and take points off of both of the championship contenders? Champ's been the quickest man since he joined this LMP2 league. back at Silverstone where he came second and first. Since then he's taken 3 wins on the bounce. He's going to be looking to make it 4 here in this sprint race, but Ben's not making this easy for him. He's going to look to the outside here as they come towards the end of the Mulsanne straight. Is he going to have to move there? Ben Parkey on the outside, Champ on the inside. Oh, it's very close there, almost banging wheels. Champ goes a little bit deep into the corner. Ben Parkey gets... Oh! Ben Parkey almost losing the car there, putting it into the wall a little bit. He just about manages to keep it pointing in the right direction, but Ben Parkey living dangerously. He needs to keep his head together, otherwise he's going to lose absolutely loads of points to Unorthodox in the championship battle though.
These guys do need to be careful, of course. I believe that they're not the same. They're not they're not both pro-laps lads, but they both need to keep it just as clean as possible. That's the concern that Champ is currently fighting the 2 championship leaders at that point.
Absolutely, there as we're currently seeing. Ben Parkey there, he's losing a bit of time to Champ. Champ's pulling out that gap in P2 at the moment. He's now got a second between them. Looks like Fury in the background, not too far off of Ben Parkey as well. So Ben Parkey very much in the wars here in the start of this race. But crucially for Ben, Champ's now closing that gap to Dan at the front. So that is what he needs. He needs Champ to, if he's going to finish ahead of him, he needs Champ to also finish ahead of Dan as well.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but at the end of the day, like I said, all Unorthodox does need to do is just keep ahead of Ben Parkey in order to secure that title. But we saw it last week where Dan was doing so well at the beginning of the race, and one silly little mistake cost them all.
That was it, just one little slip in these cars and it can really compromise you. As we see now, Champ is pulling right up onto the back of Unorthodox here. You see 7/10 of a second separating the top 2. Both of these guys absolutely wringing the neck of these LMP2 cars around them on tonight. And it looks like Champ goes a little bit deep into turn 2. You see there, getting a very compromised exit. Ben Parkey now pulling right up onto the back of him once again here. Champ looks like he has a slightly more souped up setup for the straight line sections, the faster parts of the track. And then in these parts, the twisty sections, he seems to be struggling just a little bit for grip. Ben Parkey's closed up on him in this part. We'll see what they're like down the straights. But at the moment, Unorthodox here, just keeping it, doing what he's doing. That gap to Ben Parkey staying at 2 seconds. The gap to Champ is toing and throwing. Champ in sections of the track is closing right up onto him. And then Unorthodox is just unleashing it on other parts and really pulling away. So it's kind of going back and forth. But Unorthodox currently in a very comfortable position at the moment. But anything can happen. Xmark, Ben Parkey's teammate, currently sat in 4th place for running all by himself. We've got TJ Hompey in 5th, Fury in 6th. Looks like we've lost somebody from the race. Somebody's retired. Who's that? That's Smoky Devil. Yeah. Smoky Devil's out of the race. That's very unfortunate there for Smoky Devil. He's had to call it a day here in this sprint race. Hopefully he'll be joining us for the feature in a few moments' time. But we've got Fury running in 6th place. Smithmeister only a second behind Fury on the track. Civic very close to those guys as well. So we could be seeing Fury, Smithmeister and Civic battling it out in a couple of laps' time. Nicky's currently got Richie closing up onto him as well. We see Richie on the timing board only 8/10 behind Nicky at the moment. There you go, you see those guys just coming out of the first chicane in the background there. You've also got Ogbar running in 11th place. Ogbar's had a terrible start to this race, and DJ Phil running at the back of the field after leading at the beginning of the first lap.
Yeah, it's extremely unfortunate what happened to DJ Phil. He was leading for most of that lap there, then Champ just comes along. We really don't know exactly what happened. It could have just been a little bit of desync on our end, but from our end it definitely looked like Champ did take a swing at DJ Phil. Yeah,
it certainly did. But Champ currently leading this race by only 0.6 of a second to Unorthodox at the moment. Very, very close between these guys at the front. Champ's got ahead of Unorthodox, which means that now he'll be taking points off of both of the championship contenders. So Ben Parkey surely can take solace from that, seeing Champ up in the lead at this point, Ian.
Yeah, it's going to make warm a lot a good few people's hearts that Champ is in the lead right now. But the one thing that Champ does need to remember right now is he is, in fact, removing those precious extra points from these two championship contenders.
Absolutely. But Champ's going to drive his own race. I know Champ. I've known him for a little while now from back in Robin's Racing. He's not going to be one bit phased by the championship battle, not even the slightest. I promise you, he will be just getting on with his job, doing what he has to do. And he's currently doing it really well. But Unorthodox looks like he's lost a bit of time here in this middle sector, because he's now got Ben Parkey crawling all over the back of him now. Is Ben Parkey going to be able to get himself up into that P2 position here and gain points on his championship rival? Even if Unorthodox comes in third, as long as Ben Parkey doesn't win, Unorthodox can take the championship by finishing on the podium in both races. It depends on if Ben Parkey is able to close in on Champ, but that's going to be very, very difficult, I tell you that for free. But looks like Ben Parkey's very much on the rear end of Unorthodox at the moment. Champ extending that gap to over 3 seconds now as we start lap 5 of 6 here for the sprint race.
He just needs to keep his head down. Both of these guys just make sure that they avoid as many incidents as possible when they're in close proximity to each other. It should definitely be a close one.
Absolutely should. Currently we're seeing also Fury is being homed in on now by Civic. Swiftmeister not too far for that battle. Looks like Richie's got ahead of Nicky up into 9th place, but Fury very much got his mirrors full of Civic at the moment. Civic last time around was 2 seconds faster than Fury, so he's very much got the ascendancy at this point. What can Fury do in response to the pace of Civic, currently looming larger in his mirrors at the moment? Civic minus a rear wing, you see, but obviously not affecting his performance due to only the visual damage here for Motive Racing's LMP2 Championship. Last season we ran full damage. This time around we thought, let's not be ruining people's races on the first lap as much. Obviously Opar hasn't heard about that one. Or as we see, we got Fury and Civic bringing wheels a little bit. Civic up into P6, forced his way through, but I think it was hard but fair there from Civic.
Yeah, he saw the chance, and he saw it. He took it. Job done.
That's it. Yeah, the door was open. You know, it was a gift. Fury said, "Go on, go for it. Take your pick." Oh, Fury going late on the brakes there, coming into the chicane. I thought he was about to tag him there, Ian.
Yeah, Fury. He seems to be getting a little bit flustered now. He definitely didn't have the best race in the GT3s. And now he's trying somewhat redeem himself in the LMP2s, but right now I think he's just been a little bit too kind and allowing people to pass that a little bit too easy. Yeah,
100% is currently really putting the pressure on at the moment, and we see that is Civic going a little bit deep into the second chicane. Fury getting a much better exit as they come out onto the second part of the straight. You see there he's got a much superior acceleration, but now it looks like Civic's starting to get up to speed here and is actually out dragging Fury coming down towards the end of the Mulsanne straight. You can see actually no, Fury has got the run now. Fury's got the run. Yeah. I don't know if Civic had to back off. Maybe he got a slowdown penalty, because you can get a slowdown very easily on the exit of that corner just by going. Oh, as Fury goes deep! Fury onto the gravel there. Civic's surely going to pick up that position. Is he? Yes, he is. Civic is going to move up into P6. Fury just going a little bit too late on the brakes there. Is he going to be able to out drag him though?
Ugbar fell back to last.
What is going on with Ugbar? I really don't know what's happened to him. He's struggling a lot here in this spin race. The LMP2s have not really gone the way of the Flying Dutchman at all this season. Our champion from 2 seasons ago came into this round third in the championship with a very long shot of taking the championship. That's more and more likely not going to happen now. As Unorthodox and Ben Parkey very close on the timing board, Ian. Ben Parkey's in the wall! Oh my goodness me! Ben Parkey, the man who came into this round second in the championship, has had an absolute nightmare here on lap 5.
Hold on.
I'm not sure if there was
behind him.
Was there contact? Yeah, but Xmart is Ben's teammate. Surely he will back off of him. Team Prolapse will definitely instruct Xmart not to challenge Ben too much, but I wonder if there was contact between Unorthodox and Ben Parkey. I saw they were so close on the timing screen, and as soon as we flicked to Ben Parkey, he was in the wall.
Yeah, it could have been either a case of contact we didn't see, or maybe Ben Parkey was just pushing it a little bit too hard and clipped the gravel.
Yeah, very possibly here, but Ben Parkey coming out of the last turn, he's still in P3, so he'll be getting some good points. He'll only be losing 3 points to his championship rival Unorthodox. Gap was 8 points coming into it. Unorthodox will now have an 11-point lead going into this final race, so Ben Parkey would need an absolute, well, he would need Unorthodox to basically have a nightmare race in the feature race. It's a very long feature race, so anything can happen, but it's going to be a very difficult task for Ben Parkey now, I've got to say.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to keep the hammer down in that second race.
Oh, so absolutely.
Also, the more towards the back end of the pack, they're still very much close together, so they're able to use each other for the slipstream. But once you get into the higher end of the pack, like with Unorthodox, Ben Parky, and Champ, they're all spread out. So it's a very difficult task for them all.
Yeah, absolutely is. I mean, the thing is, you're not really going to get too many other drivers coming into play due to the fact that, and this isn't a slight in any way at all on the rest of the field, but these top three guys really do practice throughout the week. They put in a lot of time and effort into this, and it shows because they're in a league of their own in this league. I mean, Unorthodox and Ben Parky have been going at it all season. Champ, since he joined, has been imperious, I've got to say.
Yeah,
they definitely
he's came
are
in,
class above.
He has, yeah, he's came in. He's claimed the crown, and he's. But right now, if he came in earlier, he would have been in chance for it. But right now, I believe if Dan Unorthodox, continues the way that he is right now, and we are on the last lap of this race, I think that this is going to be done and dusted for Dan.
Yeah, we'll do the calculations at the end of this sprint race just to figure out exactly where Dan needs to finish in order to secure the championship, but he is looking very, very good to take the LMP2s. It's only his first season here at Motive Racing. He came tantalisingly close to taking the Clio Cup Tier 2 crown. He obviously gained promotion to Tier 1 of our Clio Cup at the end of this season. He was missed out on the title by virtue of just a lot of bad luck in that finale at Monza Short. He got taken out a couple of times. There was a segment of the race that was on, I think, lap 2 or 3 of that race where he got flipped over 3 times in the space of about 10 seconds, and it was honestly probably the worst pit of luck you will ever see a driver get in sim racing. It's just, it was a domino effect. It was like, it's basically like when in a boxing match, when a boxer is taking a beating and every time they get back up they get knocked back down again. It was like that pretty much. Champ's coming up on the line here, I think, race leader. And he is going to take his 4th win in a row here at Motive Racing in the LMP2s. He's been an absolute revelation since he was already quick before, but he's just really been in a masterclass from him so far this season. 4 wins in the last 4 races. Unorthodox coming over to take P2 and extend that championship gap. If my calculations are correct, I think the gap is 11 points between Unorthodox and Ben Parky going into this final race, which we'll be getting going in a few moments' time. So stay tuned for the feature race, guys. Unorthodox getting the points on the board. Ben Parky coming over in P3 to complete the podium. X-Mark 4th. TJ Hompey crossing the line in 5th place. There's Richie, P6 for him. Not the race he would have wanted. I'm sure he'll come on better for that little warm-up and he'll be all guns blazing in the feature. Spliffmeister and Fury 7th and 8th. Spliffmeister holding on ahead of Fury there. That's Nicky over the line in 9th. Civic completing the top 10. Ogbar a long way back here in 11th place. Really struggling here. Currently battling it out with DJ Phil for 11th spot. Who's going to get this 11th place in? It's going to be close.
Well, I think DJ Phil might just be a little bit too far back right now.
Yeah, I think you might be right. It's going to be nip and tuck though. If Ogbar makes a small little mistake in the final part of this race, then DJ Phil is going to be right there. Ogbar's such a sound guy, man, honestly.
Yeah, he's very humble. He doesn't really have that much of an interest as where he finishes, as long as he does in fact finish the race.
That's it. If in order to finish first you've got to finish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Pure Motorsport MA saying, can he join for the feature race? That's Maze Gamer there. Maze Gamer, I'm just going to get in touch with Ogbar and see if that's alright. I can't see any reason why it wouldn't be. So there you have it, guys. That was the sprint race. Champ taking the win. Unorthodox extending the championship gap to Ben Parky. So he's got a 11-point lead in the championship. Unorthodox only needs to finish on the podium to take the championship. So Dan knows that he now needs to finish in the top 3 in this feature race, and he will be crowned LMP2 champion for season 5. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back in a couple of moments' time. That was a hiccup. A big warm welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Le Mans here for the feature race qualifying session, the final round of the season here in the LMP2s at Motive Racing. Coming into this one, Unorthodox now has an 11-point lead at the top of the championship over Ben Parkey. He just needs a third place finish in this race and he will be crowned the champion. And that's even if Ben Parkey takes the win. If Ben Parkey fails to win the race, then Unorthodox will only need to finish in 5th place in order to take home the bacon.
Don't talk about bacon. I love bacon.
So do I, mate. I absolutely love bacon. Bacon and sausage toasties are probably the best thing in life.
Just a regular bacon roll with butter on it would be perfect.
No, the toasty with some sausages and some ketchup. I'm a bit unusual. I have ketchup instead of brown sauce.
I don't like brown sauce or tomato sauce.
Oh, I love tomato sauce. I love ketchup with anything. Ketchup makes everything better.
Nah.
It does.
No.
It does.
That's stuff with the no. But one development we did find out during the pre-qualifying minutes, ladies and gentlemen, is that we found out that Champ is actually going to be going for the world record time during this qualifying session right here. He was just about a second away from beating the world record around here during that race there.
Yeah, so we've heard rumours that he said it's very much on the cards, didn't he, Ian?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So we're looking forward to seeing if Champ can make a world record attempt. The time he needs to beat is a 1:29.305. Sorry, not a 1:29, a 3:29. Sorry,
Yeah.
not a 1:29. Jeez, he's not driving a rocket ship.
Yeah, 3:20. Sorry, 3:29.3.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a few comments coming in the general chat section as well. Thorsten Borchardt saying that Le Mans is boring for him, but the short one I love to drive. Or anything's exciting. Honestly, the full track is pretty good in these cars, Thorsten. It's general chat, by the way, not YouTube, guys. Currently in the YouTube section, not a whole lot's going on, I must say.
Never has.
If you want to see what's going on at Motive Racing, make sure you join our Discord server. Not a whole lot goes on in the YouTube section. Most of the chat about the races happens in the Discord in the general chat section, so if you want to get involved, go to motiveracing.com, click the link to join our Discord server. That will get you your ticket to some of the chit chat and hype around these races that you see in front of you in a moment.
Oh, what's going on there? Actually, as if he just completely cut that chicane.
He did, yeah. It looked like he took a chunk out of the... Well, he made his own track there, I think.
Yeah. Maybe trying to help Unorthodox with a little bit of slipstream, maybe? Trying to allow him to catch up?
Very possibly, very possibly.
Yeah. But right now, here is your championship leader. I believe he goes into this second race at 11. No, it's not. It's less than 11 points now, isn't it?
No, it's 11.
That's 11 points going into this race.
Yeah.
So it's right now, as it stands, all Unorthodox needs to do is finish in 3rd or higher in order to be crowned the LMP2 winner of Season 2 LMP2 here in Motor Racing.
Absolutely. He's just got Ratchet S in front of him here, so he'll be hoping that Ratchet S doesn't get in the way too much. But obviously, this being an outlap, it's not going to affect the time. That time's too much. There we go. Ratchet S getting well out of the way and allowing Unorthodox into some clean air.
So I think we may have Champ on his. Yeah, he's already on his world record time attempt.
Yep, he's on it now. See if Champ can do a 3-minute 29.3, or he'd be aiming for a 3:29.2 at least. But that world record, I don't know who holds that world record. Is it Carnage Venom by any chance?
I have no idea. I didn't actually look at it while we're loading up into the lobby, but I can in fact bring up the leaderboards on the website.
Let's have a look. Oh, sugar! My PlayStation literally just fell off the thing. I don't know how it didn't come unplugged. Oh my god! Literally, my PlayStation just fell off. the rack that it sits on. Oh my
Oh.
god, Jesus Christ. No, I just about caught it. I could see it slipping off. I just got it.
Oh.
Oh my god, man, my heart's racing. Jeez. That was my controller falling off the table and my headphone jack falling out.
Oh.
All sorts going on here during the LMP2's automotive racing. Always a little bit of a chortler. Project Cars 2 leaderboards.
What car is champion right now?
The Ligier Nissan.
Right. That's that. Yeah. The GSP2, yeah.
Yep.
Right. The world record is actually held by a VSR Benzilli.
Oh man. Champ, we're really sorry, mate. You're actually 3 seconds off.
Yeah, the world record is actually a 327.4.
Yeah, interestingly actually, THR Operator holds the 3rd place on that leaderboard. I've raced with him around this track. I know he holds the LMP1 world record, or at least I'm sure he did. Oh, Champ loses the car. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. I love that. He's done that probably because of what we were just saying. Oh my days, brilliant. Oh my god. He might be, he's about to type in the YouTube comment section, I meant PlayStation, you idiots. Phil Allerton saying he's put in a steward's inquiry about that sprint race. Luke Bennett in the comments section. Well, hello ladies. Welcome along, Luke Bennett. Raced in Rubbings Racing back in the day. Good to see he's popping up in our YouTube comment section here at Motive Racing as well. Ridiculously quick driver is Luke Bennett. I believe he moved over to iRacing about a year ago. So good to see you, Luke. Glad you're watching us. Let us know what you think of the racing out on track tonight. Who do you reckon's going to take the victory here in this feature race? Also, let us know how you're getting on as well, both on the physical track and in sim racing as well. Some people won't know Luke Bennett, but those who were in Rubbings Racing from the early days will probably remember him. Far too quick to keep up with, I tell you. Way too quick, honestly. I tell you what, if you could keep him behind you, it felt so rewarding. Impossible to pass though. But Unorthodox just coming in towards the final turn now.
Nothing is impossible, just very difficult.
Not impossible, yeah, absolutely. Nothing's impossible. Luke saying iRacing is going well and should be doing Ginetta Juniors next year. Good stuff, Luke.
Very nice, well done.
But I remember we used to race in Ginetta GT4s in that league, and there was one race that sticks out in my mind. It was Brands Hatch Indy, and Luke was about a second a lap quicker than myself, was closing in lap after lap after lap, and I remember I was just defending like crazy, parking the car on the inside of every corner, literally not allowing the inside of the corner to open up at all for about 15-20 laps, and then he eventually got past, and then about a lap or so after he got past me, he ran out of fuel. About a lap from the end, and I ended up winning the race. But he should have won that one. That was quite rough justice.
Apparently he remembers it.
Yep. that was a fun one. Good times. But Unorthodox here currently sat on provisional second place here in this session, Ian. He's 7/10 of a second behind Ben Parkey at the top of this leaderboard. So Ben Parkey very much looking to respond after losing a few points in that opener, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to take this championship. Unorthodox coming into this one with an 11-point gap. So Ben Pocky's really got to get his skates on.
Well, right now, I believe, in terms of this track, it's all about timing for your pit. That's exactly what it comes down to.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just it becomes a strategy. Much more of a strategy. Luke saying he remembers Thursday night lights at Alton in the wet. I remember that. I came 4th in that race. I preferred it in the dry, I've got to say. The Ginetta was such a sweet car. The GT4 Ginetta was probably the nicest car to drive around Alton Park. It just, everything about it. And also, Luke, if you ever come back on PS4 ever again on Project Cars 2, please give me your setup for the GT4 Ginetta, because I had to reset my PlayStation a couple of months ago and I've lost everything. And that setup was probably the best setup I've ever had for a GT4 Ginetta. So if you ever come back on PS4, please let me know. So you currently see I'm all for that coming into... Sorry, Ian.
No, I've not seen Champ. Oh yeah, out. He's just gone for the final corner. Don't ban it this time. Come on.
Is it going to be a world record for Champ? World record's a 3:27. Oh, it's an
outlap.
Boo. So here comes Unorthodox, currently in P2 in this quali session.
Look at it there, matched up some Peacock 2 out of places.
Does that mean they're free? Must mean they're free.
Well, I think priceless is more the... I believe priceless actually means it's worth that much. There's just not going to be enough money in the world to... Yeah.
No, I know that. Just being cheeky there. So Unorthodox coming up towards the line. 7/10 off the pole time. He looks like he can't improve. I don't know if he got an invalid lap time there, because he seemed to really push the limits coming through the chicane. He seemed to be on the edge.
On my race feed, it came up at the bottom right saying unorthodox 16 lap. Lap time invalidated.
Alright, Luke. Alright, calm down. Calm down. Worthless is free, you muppet. Oh, damn.
Come on, look, we're trying to keep it PG.
To be fair, I think he's quite young, Lucas.
I don't care. That's our rules.
But Ben Parkey here is doing a bit of warming up those tyres, trying to get some heat into them, and the brakes as well. Is he going to get around in time though? He's just at the end of the Mulsanne straight now, so I wonder.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a minute and a half left. He's going to be pretty much touch and go. He's spending a lot of time warming up those tyres, but I think he's going to be pretty much on the cusp of getting round in time to set another lap time. Currently on provisional pole. Champ out there on a lap at the moment. Whereabouts is Champ on track, Ian? Let's see if we can get some eyes on him.
Oh!
So Champ is just coming down the back end of the circuit.
He's just behind Ben. Ben's the other one, is just down the road from right now.
Yeah, he is. So I think Ben's going to cross the line first, isn't he? I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Tyler Chapman there saying, "Go on, Nick, baby girl." Nicky currently sat in P12 at the moment, Tyler. Not really having the best of qualifying sessions. Looks like he's sat in the pits. So he's not expecting to do a faster lap time. Luke mentioning there that iRacing is a lot quicker than LMP2. But
yeah.
To be fair, Luke, the world record on Project is a 3:27. So iRacing probably just a quicker game. I don't know.
It's a lot more realistic. It's the hand-on it's a lot more heavier. Sorry. You can pretty much relate it to the terms of that set of Corsa in terms of how the cars feel. So you can, it is a lot. You can get a lot more out of the feeling of the car when it does feel like that.
Tyler Chapman says he's as bad at painting as he is at racing.
Oh.
Oh, Nicky, you've got to come in the comments section and respond to that, mate.
Yeah, man.
Champ coming into the final section of the lap now. Pardon me, is it going to be a world record here for Champ as he exits the last corner now? Can he put it on pole position here? Ahead of Ben Parkey, crosses the line. And he puts
Oh,
it
he
on top
does!
spot. Great lap there from Champ. But he
2
misses out
seconds
on the world
faster.
record. Yeah, 2 seconds quicker than Ben Parker. He misses out on the world record by 2 seconds. But he's not too far off, considering the PlayStation 4 is a little bit slower than PC. I think the world
Yeah.
record on PlayStation is a 329.3, so he's only a second off of the PlayStation world record. Pretty good going there from Champ, got to say.
Yeah, very much so. Ah, right, yeah. The guy that has the world's fastest is actually on PC.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Project Cars 2 PS4, I think. What was the yeah, I think it's the world record is 329.3 on Project Cars for PS4.
Yeah.
Luke, oh I know, I remember what ones you had as well. You had, wasn't it GT1 at Sakito International? You had. What were the other ones? I know you had GT1 at Sakito International. I can't remember if you still got that one. I think, actually, I can't remember if... I know the only G's got a few of them now. But his are mostly in the V8 supercars, as far as I know. Luke, do you know what? I can't remember. I haven't looked on there for a little while. Sakito, Cadwell GP and touring cars.
If you can get his PSN, I can search it.
Wait, touring cars. That was hold up. Cadwell GP and touring cars. But that's V8 supercars, isn't it? Right? Touring cars is V8 supercars.
No. Touring cars.
Oh, it doesn't show up as a world record unless you unless it's the top of the class, doesn't it?
Yeah. But if you search his PSN, and if he has any, it'll come up.
Well, can you search Project Cars PS4 leaderboards?
No, you can just search the guy's name in general. As soon as you set a lap at any track, you're automatically on their leaderboard. So if you just search his PSN, it'll come up.
What, even on the PC leaderboards?
No, that's not just PC. That's just that's just general leaderboard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wait, let's see. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure because I can only find the PC leaderboards on the internet. Oh wait, hold on. Project Cars 2 leaderboard psnprofiles.com. Hold up.
Oh.
Let's have a look at this. Oh, it's not. It's trophies, not lap times.
Wow.
Damn it.
Wrong.
Oh well. So there you have it, guys. That was the qualifying session here for the feature race for the finale of the LMP2 Championship. Champ putting it on pole, Ben Parkey second, getting ahead of his championship rival Unorthodox, but Unorthodox only needs to finish on the podium here in this feature race to secure the championship. And if Ben Parkey fails to win, i.e. comes second, third or anything else other than the first place, then Unorthodox only needs to finish in fifth to secure the championship. Stay tuned for this feature race, guys. It's going to be a fascinating end to this season. Right, let's do a bit of sharing. Publicity.
Suppose it's time for a smoke. A smoker.
Better now than never.
Yeah. At least I have to have a second later with me this time.
Oh yeah, it's under your pillow.
Aye, might as well be. So have you ever heard of a turjet?
What now?
A turjet. It's like a layer that has the flame coming out like a fighter jet.
Nope.
No. No. Never mind that. Just completely around that.
Sounds pretty. Oh no, yeah, no, no, yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I've heard of that. No, sorry, mate, I haven't.
Nah, no. Just look it up. It's called TOR Jet. Right, actually, here we're going.
Here you go, Tyler Chapman saying his bets on Nicky not winning and probably crashing. Oh my god. Well, we're about to go racing here at Le Mans for the finale, the feature race. Champ lining up on pole, Ben Parker alongside him, and looks like we are green, we're underway. A good start there from Ben, gets away brilliantly. Champ a little bit going off the line there. Looks like Arnold also got a bit of a compromise start. Richie up into P2 already here. X-Mile trying to follow these guys through. It looks like Ben Parkey has got up into the lead here, coming up towards turn 1, ahead of Richie. Richie really attacking though on the outside as we come into turn 1, but Ben Parkey leads coming through the first couple of corners. Looks like Richie has been overtaken by Champ around the outside. Unorthodox currently running in P4. X-Mart from Team Prolapse right behind Unorthodox here on the track, and they've got Civic just behind them as well. Ogbar Fury, Nicky Mace Gamer has made his way up into 10th place. Smoky Devil, DJ Phil, Ratchet Jackson, TJ Humphrey at the back of the field, but Ben Parkey doing exactly what he needs to do there, Ian. He's got himself up at the top of the standings here in this race.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of everybody else's slow start, and he's going right up there. He's starting to extend that little bit of a gap between Ratstars and Unorthodox. He was carrying Ben Parkey with him.
It was, you see, you've got X-Mart there making a move on Unorthodox. So Dan's now down to P5 here in this race. As it stands at the moment, Ben Parkey in second, Unorthodox in fifth. Unorthodox would still take the championship, but I'm sure he's going to want to get himself a little bit further up the order there. But X-Mart, very crucially there, doing the job for his Team Prolapse teammate. But Unorthodox is making a move here, back on him here to the outside on the exit of the chicane. It looks like he's got himself back up to fourth here. Champ's got ahead of Ben also, Ian. So it looks like Champ is into P1 there. Ben Parkey loses that lead that he gained off the line. And Richie still running in P3, not too far off of these guys. But can Ben Parkey respond and fight back here against Champ?
Maze Gamer and both Maze Gamer and Ogbar both have penalties. Also, we don't know what they are until the end of the race. As it stands right now, they both have a penalty.
They do indeed. Got a comment coming in from Smurf J saying, "Come on, Ogbar, Dubdeck TV." Voicing their support for Team Prolapse as well. Currently, Team Prolapse being represented by Ben Parkey in P2, X-Mart in 5th, and Nicky down in P11 at the moment. But Champ getting that move done on Ben Parkey, the winner of the sprint race, the man who got to within a second of the world record around this track, currently leading the race. He got himself back up into the lead after a poor start off the line. What can Ben Parkey do to try and preserve his championship hopes at the moment? Second place will not do it for him, with Dan currently running in 4th pretty comfortably, just in front of Ben's Team Prolapse teammate X-Mart at the moment. Fury currently running in 7th. Looks like Ogbar's on the back of Fury and Mace Gamer as well. Let's go to the battle for 7th place here, because we've currently got a hell of a battle going on at the moment. Ogbar trying to fend off Mace Gamer at the moment. Mace Gamer looking to the outside, trying to slide into the slipstream and then duck out of it. Is he going to try and make a move here coming into this corner? It looks like he's a little bit too far back to go for it at the moment. Unorthodox carrying that inside. Oh, and it's like Ogbar's making a move. Ogbar's managed to... Oh, Ogbar's taken out Fury there.
Fury.
Oh, did Fury break early, or did Ogbar go too late on the brakes? I'm not quite sure what was happening there.
Ogbar went completely full flat through that corner and collected Fury into the second corner.
I think maybe it could have been the slipstream. He was going a little bit quicker than he anticipated coming into there, but Ogbar's got ahead of Smoky Devil there. You see Fury down to P8. He's now 4 seconds behind Maze Gamer at the moment. Ogbar going to try and close up onto the back of Fury and Nicky, who are currently battling out over 8th and 9th places. Fury, I'm sure, is going to be not too happy with that one, but he's still got time in this race to bounce back. 12 laps left to go here in this feature race. We're only 1 lap in. It's going to be a long one here, and anything can happen in the final part of this race. But Champ's pulled out 2.5 seconds over Ben Parkey at the moment. Unorthodox, the championship leader, still sat in 4th place and doing what he has to do at the moment.
Well, as we discussed, also, we did do it while we were on our break, but even if Unorthodox does finish 4th and Ben Parkey takes the win, Ben Parkey has to have that fastest lap of the race. But if the way that Champ's going, Champ may just take away that extra point that Ben will need.
Yeah, let me just run the numbers. So Ben Parkey, will, if he comes in second, will get 30 points. The gap is 11, so Unorthodox would have to, at this point in the race, would have to finish down in 7th for Ben Parkey to take the championship. He would have to lose positions to X-Mart, Civic and Maze Gamer. Maze Gamer is currently 5 seconds behind him on the road. So if those 3 guys were to get ahead of Dan and Ben Parkey were to stay in second, then Ben Parkey would take the championship and overhaul that 11-point gap.
No, we didn't advertise the pit up.
Oh, flashing the lights there from Unorthodox on Richie. Maybe trying to hint that he's in a championship battle. Richie, obviously being a reserve, is not. Richie, last season's LMP2 champion here at Motive Racing, opted not to try and defend his title this season. He wanted to take a season out to focus on other things, but he's currently showing up for our season finale, and it's always great to have Richie out on the track. A little bit of news for those of you watching. Sorry, Ian, go on.
What's the pit lap?
Oh, mandatory pit window opens on lap. Oh, it's either lap 4 or 5. Let me just check. Did Ugbot put it out? If Ugbot hasn't put it out,
no.
Mandatory pit window will be lap 4, guys. Well, obviously you don't have to pit on lap 4, but that's when the pit window opens. You can't pit before the end of lap 4, because that's a third of the way in.
Right, that's fine. You say Unorthodox is really starting to close that gap to Rich does right now.
Richie,
sorry, my apologies. I always get confused, okay?
that's alright, mate. Dubtech TV saying, "What's that, Tardy? You scratched a light on a Ferrari at work." Nick's Racing is as good as Dubtech's team. Oh my god. As Unorthodox here, really closing up onto the Richie, at the back of Richie at the moment. This is battle for 3rd and 4th places. Unorthodox currently in a championship taking position, but I'm sure he'll be wanting to get on the podium here in the final race. He'll be wanting to get ahead of Ben Parkey, I'm sure.
Well,
and cement
right
his
now,
position.
the one question I want to ask is, if you're in an Unorthodox position right now, what lap would you hit on?
It's a difficult one as to when I would pull the trigger if I were him, because obviously he's in a good position. He's got it all to lose in a sense. Personally, I would just stay out until I've got a gap back to the guys who are down the field. So, because at the moment, right, if he were to pit right, or if he were to pit on lap 4, he probably wouldn't have enough of a gap back to, say, Nicky, or maybe even X-Mart. I mean, X-Mart's only 4 seconds behind him on the road, so he shouldn't be worried about him when he's pitting. But, you know, Unorthodox needs to be aware of the Team Prolapse guys, X-Mart and Nicky. They're very clean racers. I'm sure they won't play dirty in any way, shape or form, because they're not those type of guys. Yeah. But what I'm suggesting is that they could, you know, they could play a few games. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, they're teammates.
They could very easily throw a wrench into Unorthodox's plan.
Yeah, they could hold him up.
Oh no!
Unorthodox getting a loose. No, Dan, come on, get it going. Good man. Right, Dan there just getting a little bit loose, coming through turn 2.
We're gonna shut up.
So just losing the round a little bit, but it's alright. He's got it going once again. He's got X-Mart closing on him a little bit now, but Champ leading this race at the moment by 4.8 seconds at the front over Ben Parkey. Ben Parkey doing what he has to do at the moment, currently sat in 2nd place. Let's switch up the vantage points a little bit, Ian, because we don't want to be putting all the pressure on him. Here we go, Civic currently running in 6th place, closing in a little bit on X-Mart at the moment, in a battle for 5th and 6th places. Tyler Chapman and Dubtech TV having a little bit of a spat here to do over in the YouTube comments section. Brilliant stuff. Love it, guys, love it. Keep it coming. So Unorthodox, since he had that little half spin coming through turn 3, looks like he's managed to pull out a bit of a gap back to X-Mart and Civic. The gap was just over a second. It's now 2 seconds between those 3 guys. So that's good to see that Unorthodox has got his head back in the game after just a little blip. The evil Scotsman there, otherwise known as Ian, saying, now ladies, let's drop the handbags.
No more swinging.
Come on, guys. Those handbags belong in the boot of that Ferrari. I bet the handbags have got a little. The handbags have got a little Ferrari badge embroidered on them as well.
It's not a boot. It's a front.
Tyler Chapman co making up your hours from July.
Have you ever heard that expression before? The front.
What? Say again.
A front is it's basically a front boot.
Oh right, so it's like a bonnet boot.
Yeah, it's basically a front trunk of the boot. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. When you got a supercar, you call it a front.
Oh, I'm with you. Dubtech TV saying he's my apprentice, just teaching him some respect.
Oh, hold on, I know for Dubs in third. It looks like Richie had an instant.
Oh yeah, he's got ahead of him. It's not too far ahead of him though, Ian. Richie's still very much there and could possibly become a threat. Now, who is Rosie, Tyler? That's the question. This could get out of hand very quickly if Rosie is who I think she might be.
Forward the ball?
I don't know. I'm not actually aware of this.
Yeah, no, wow. This is the perks of being a commentator.
It's getting a bit deep now, isn't it? We might have to step in here and start banning, start muting people. We're going to need our chat moderator back. We haven't got a chat moderator on Motive Racing though. We did for a little while. Oh, you're the chat moderator. Are you?
Oh, I'm the moderator. I'm a moderator in the YouTube channel, so I can limit people if necessary.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, but like we don't have an actual official chat moderator role like we used to. It used to be.
Rob.
It was Rob.
No. Yeah, well, it was Rob. Yeah.
The irony of having Rob as a chat moderator was just off the scale.
Yeah, it was. But I did want to do it, but then I got the commentator role, and eventually I got the steward role. But I wouldn't mind being the chat moderator.
I don't think Rob really enjoyed it. I mean, he kind of did in a way, but
yeah.
I don't know. In his own way, it was kind of quite fun, I suppose. But you know, getting to pull the trigger the number of times that he did.
Yeah.
So to speak. But Civic currently sat in 5th place at the moment, and he's pulling away from Xmart. So Unorthodox will take solace from that. He'll be able to see that Richie and Civic now both a buffer in between himself and Xmart. Ben Parkey's teammate. Currently, Unorthodox has got a 15-second gap back to Maze Gamer, running in 7th place. Maze Gamer, obviously the man in 7th place. 7th spot is the position that Unorthodox would need to drop back to if he were to lose this championship as it stands, with Ben Parkey currently running in 2nd place. As long as Unorthodox manages to finish 6th or above, if my calculations are correct, he will take the championship.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. Yes, that's it. If he finishes 6th or above, then he'll take the championship. But lap 4 here of this race. We're currently watching Fury here. Looks like he's closing a little bit on Maze Gamer. Last time round he was a second quicker. So Fury really getting the hammer down at the moment. Lights on, letting Maze Gamer know that he's intent on picking up that position. Maze Gamer weaving all over the gaff as they come up towards the second chicane.
That's a very, very strange defensive technique right there.
It certainly is. Dubtech TV saying that Tyler cuts his crust off like a baby.
I like crustless bread, okay? Not wrong with it.
I actually love chocolate spread.
Oh, I love chocolate spread, yeah.
Do you know what's the nicest thing? Pancakes with chocolate spread.
Yeah.
You put Nutella on pancakes, oh my god, it's heaven.
Have you ever tried the caramel chocolate spread?
I mean, I've got to. It sounds amazing.
You can get it from Asda or Tesco's.
Is it? I'll have to pop along and check that out. That sounds absolutely heavenly.
But have you ever had a pancake that you put onto the grill with a bit of butter?
I haven't had that either, but that sounds delicious.
Oh, it's when you get it just right, it's
That sounds very appetizing indeed.
Yeah. I guess Dan was right. We always end up going back to food somehow.
Yeah, Clio Cup Tier 2 that last season was just basically all drivers with food in their names. You had Amazing Pie Boy. You had...
Yeah.
What was the other one? I forgot now.
Klaus
Jeez.
Martini.
Klaus Martini, nice bottle of martini.
Yeah, we had Soggy Biscuit.
Soggy Biscuit.
Yeah. Just like, I'm about to check the standings so long. I'm about to say from the names as well. Standings, Wheels.
Hopefully Dan's not listening to the stream, because if he is, we'll definitely be distracting him at this point.
We have Desco Races too. They also like Stu.
Oh, Fury making a move to the inside there. Maze Gamer touches him a little bit. They get away with it for the time being, but that was a little bit of a squirm there from Maze Gamer. And looks like Fury to the inside. Maze Gamer tries to cover him off, but Fury surely has got this one done with side by side here coming down the pit straight. Fury's grounded if you're watching. Fury making a move up into 7th place. Is Maze Gamer going to fight back coming into turn 2? Fury lets him go back through, so maybe Fury suspected that he might have used a bit of foul play to get through. To me, it looked like good, fair, hard racing, but Fury relinquishes the position and Maze Gamer's back up into 7th place there.
Ready for that?
Indeed.
I'm just looking back right now. When I think about it, there wasn't actually that many people with food type names. There was only Soggy Biscuit, Amazing Pie Boy, Klaus Martini, and Disco Races too. That's the only people that's actually got food related names.
Yeah, it's only a couple of them, but oh well, it makes good entertainment.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always looks like Fury's looking to the outside of Maze Gamer. Is he going to get this move done though? Coming up towards the first chicane, he's got... Oh no, he has to back out of that one. Maze Gamer once again later on the brakes. Very ballsy driving there from Maze Gamer. Fury's granddad confirming in the comment section that he is indeed watching this race. He'll be happy to have seen Fury getting involved in some good tussles there, but ultimately Maze Gamer managing to hold on to that position for the time being, Fury's granddad. But some excellent racing between these boys at the moment for 7th place. And it looks like Maze Gamer there making a very late move there to the inside. I don't know if that was in the braking zone. Hopefully it wasn't.
But that was defensive. What was Fury was behind him the entire time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was a late move to the inside and in the braking zone.
Yeah. So Maze Gamer is taking some very weird defensive lines. He's leaving all over the place, which technically speaking he really should not be doing.
No, it's not technically permitted, as we see there. Fury having another look to the inside at the end of the Mulsanne straight. He can't quite get that one done at the moment. It's still as he were between these guys in 7th and 8th places. Gap between Ben Parkey and Unorthodox coming down at the moment, Ian. Having said that, previous lap, Ben was quicker, so maybe Ben's made a mistake on this lap, because the gap's now down to 3 seconds.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see once Ben crosses the line along with Unorthodox and see exactly what happened.
Oh my god, Tyler Chapman saying Nicky's driving like he's on his way to work.
What, backwards?
Oh, please. So Nicky currently running just behind TJ Hompey at the moment. Last time around Nicky was 3 seconds quicker than TJ Hompey. So it's looking like he really fancies this 9th place. These guys running 10 seconds behind that battle we just saw a few moments ago between Maze Gamer and Fury. Is Nicky going to be able to get himself up into that P9 position here? He's currently lapping considerably quicker than TJ Hompey and just did his fastest middle sector of the race so far there. 4 tenths up on any lap that he's done prior to this. Pack pretty strung out now, Ian, I must say.
Yeah, it's very expected on this kind of track, but I'm tempted to just say wake me up when we're at the last lap so I can take a nap, but you know.
Do you know what? I was actually really. Do you know what? I really wanted to. I was kind of debating as to whether or not to go to the toilet.
If you want to go, then go.
I'll tell you what, I'll just go pop to the loo. I'll be back in a second.
Just go. Subtech, you're just taking full advantage of the fact that Carlo didn't pass his test, aren't you? That's just fantastic stuff. So your only downfall is that you think you're too awesome to drive. Is that your thought process there, Tyler? It looks like the DJ fellas actually came in for this mandatory pit for the first person to come in and do it. Well, that Nicky is the second man to pull the trigger for the mandatory pit stop. Oh, Tyler, you did not use sandpaper on the fire's headlights. Come on. You can't do that. I think he was just trying to make a new compartment to hide things in. I think that might have been thought process there, Dubtech. I do not know. Well, most Ferrari headlights aren't flat, most of them are rounded. Come on, man. As we see, it looks like May's came up. That's how a little bit of an instant coming around that sub chicane. Oh, come on, there was not a squirrel. You must have been drinking or something, man. Come on. But if you do enjoy what you see here, ladies and gentlemen, then please do go to www.motorracing.com and from there you can sign up to race in the LMP2s, the Clios, GT3s, GTEs, and so much more coming to motor racing, including a settled course for competition season 3 and F1 2020 will also be coming along alongside them next season, so please do go on and sign up if you wish to race with us next season.
What have I missed?
Hello.
Hello. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I just had to
Chat.
pop to the toilet.
I've been having a lovely chat with Tyler and GovTech, and apparently Tyler used 80 grit sandpaper to sand down a Ferrari's headlight when he was supposed to be sanding down the bodywork.
Did he now? I don't know if that's is that a good move?
I don't think so. Not in a Ferrari.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. Mays gave me there just hitting the wall as he brought it into the pits, so presumably he will have to incur some lengthy damage repairs on that car. But Richie currently running in 6th place at the moment, just behind Exmar on the track, and Richie currently closing that gap to Exmar. He was 2 seconds quicker last time around. These guys, I believe, hold on a sec. So, has everyone except Champ been into the pits?
Ben's not been in, and Dan's not been in as well. Pretty much everybody from leave Ugbar down is still to go in.
Oh jeez. So basically Champ is really that quick?
Yeah.
Damn.
Right now his last lap was actually slower than Ben's, but also we don't know what Champ's fastest lap of the race so far is, but we will find out at the end whether or not he's close to that world record point or not.
It's going to be difficult for him to do that though, because obviously at the start of the race you've got a full fuel tank, and at the end of the race you've got worn tyres, so it kind of puts a nail in any chance of that happening, which is a shame.
Yeah, it really is, but maybe if you just go into your own private lobby, you know, have the settings just perfectly, you should be able to have a real good chance of that.
Well, what I'm hoping is that maybe with a couple of laps to go, Champ, if he's got enough of a lead, puts a fresh set of boots on, make sure, hopefully he's put the fuel to a T, so it's just right, and then he can have a real good go at it over the last couple of laps. Fingers crossed we see Champ putting in a run for the world record at the end of this race. But Richie currently all over the back of Exmart here.
It looks like Dan has actually lost more ground to Ben Parkey after he gained a good few seconds on him, but he's now lost again.
Yeah, he's just a little bit there. Oh, as we see both of those guys, Exmart and Richie, getting a little bit loose there, coming out onto this straight.
Now these two in the comments are going on about how many cars they've cleaned. Come on, lads. Well, Tyler, you know, technically to make body work look good, you don't use sandpaper on it.
No, it's not recommended. Check Discord.
Yeah. That's for you.
Real talk.
Yeah. Oh, God. Wake up, come on. Oh.
I
Yeah.
was just slapping myself.
There's a Fury 2
Ladies
with
and
the trigger
gentlemen,
as well.
if you didn't, oh yeah, he is coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already know, we are going to be changing to Formula Renaults next season for our Saturday night championship here at Motive Racing. We put in a poll in our vote section on Discord, and we got 16 votes for Formula Renault and 10 votes for LMP2s. So we'll be changing it up. We're looking forward to seeing a new category out on the track for these Saturday nights. It will be a shame to wave goodbye to these LMP2s, and actually I want to say, while we've got the LMP2s out on track, that they've been a big part of Motive Racing. Obviously not since the beginning, but they came about in season 2, so we've run 4 seasons in the LMP2s. So it's time for a change, but we've thoroughly enjoyed watching these aerodynamical high downforce beasts making their way around tracks like Le Mans, Spa, Monza, Nürburgring, Daytona Road Course, Bathurst, all sorts of...
Sonoma.
Yeah, so that's, well, not so much Sonoma, but
Yeah, but...
we thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's the end of an era.
Yeah, it really is. It's hard to think that in a virtual world that these cars are just going to be, going away, sitting in a old dusty garage with the covers over them. But one thing must die, so the other can be gone.
Absolutely, as we see here, currently Richie's trying to make a move here on X-Mark. They're side by side here. X-Mark currently holding just about around the outside here. Is he going to be able to get it on the brakes, or is Richie going to hold on the inside? Oh, Richie all over the grass there. Ends up losing that position. He was down on speed, but X-Mark goes very, very wide there. Richie onto the grass. Oh, Richie gets sideways.
Oh, no.
And X-Mark gets the position. Richie getting all out of shape there. Oh, that's so unfortunate, Ian.
Looks like... Oh! Looks like DJ Phil was actually having... Looks like he was actually having a little bit of a battle with Rich.
It would appear so, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So Nicky currently sat in P10 at the moment, Dubtech. So he's got 2 seconds back to Fury in 11th. He's got 8 seconds up the road to Maze Gamer. Oh, Fury getting out of shape there. Just as we were watching the man who was pretty close to him on the track.
The only other person that's close to him would be Maze Gamer, but isn't it that? He's still got not enough 10 seconds to him at this point.
Yeah, he is absolutely flying right now.
I'll check the Discord. Looks like Dan is losing a lot of time to end park at the moment. I've got a 10-second gap in there. Looks like we've lost Nicky. We've lost Nicky.
Oh no, Nicky's out of the race.
It looks like Champ's on. He's refueling.
Yep, Trump's coming in, so presumably he's going to try and make a run to the end for that world record. 3 laps left to go here in this race here, 12 minutes on the clock. Do we reckon he can do it?
I don't know. I don't know. Looks like Dan's in as well.
Yeah, so Unorthodox there, pitting from P3, and Unorthodox looking very good for this championship here for the LMP2s, the final season of the LMP2s at Motive Racing.
I was going to say something there, but I'm not going to. I want to have pride in the fact that we run this championship, but at the same time, I'm like, get away, please.
Oh my god. Unorthodox coming out to the end of the pit lane now. Our X-Mark currently sat in 3rd place, just ahead of Richie out on the track.
I'm about to cry.
Actually, we've got quite a good battle going on here. Richie's currently closing the gap to X-Mark at the moment. He was 3 seconds quicker on that previous lap, so he is really getting the hammer down at the moment, Ian. But this technically isn't for a podium, because obviously Unorthodox running in P5 has already been into the pits.
Yeah, and
back marker, they're getting in the way. Oh, that was close there. Was that DJ Phil? I reckon it was DJ Phil there.
Richie taking a minute.
X-Mark loses it.
X-Mark.
And he's got well out of shape there. Well, now Unorthodox is going to be on the back of X-Mark in a moment here. Ian, what's going to happen now? Well, he's 5-6 seconds behind him.
Yeah, you could very easily use X-Mark to his advantage if it does in fact get close to him, which doesn't look like it.
Yeah, but the thing is though, if X-Mark makes another mistake... Oh, Richie's made a mistake!
Oh,
has he backed off? He might have backed off for X-Mark there. Possibly he felt responsible for that collision and he's got out of it.
Yeah.
That might be what's happened there. Nicky's blaming bad connection, probably just excuses. Oh man, this is brilliant banter. Richie's still giving X-Mark something to worry about here. So they come into the braking zone at the end of the straight. He looks to the outside. Can't quite get that one done at the moment. X-Mark doing a good job here of defending the position. Oh, it's a little bit loose there coming out of the corner though. Richie's putting alongside with side by side here on the run up towards the next corner. Does Richie have the straight line speed here to get around X-Mark? Oh, it looks like X-Mark's trying to defend the position there. Richie having to duck back into the slipstream to try and get the closing speed. Once again, having a look coming into the braking zone, but he's not going to get that one done at the moment. And it's as you were between these guys.
Nah. Oh. I feel like I've just woken up from a nap. My eyes are that heavy right now.
Oh, Ben's in the pits.
Oh yeah.
Ben Parkey there, bringing it in, slowing it down to 37 miles an hour. That's going to release Champ back into the lead of the race. And we've reached 100 comments on this stream, guys, so good
I
stuff.
wonder why.
GG. You know what, LMP2s always get the most comments.
Yeah. Well, tonight, I think we both know who the two main culprits for that is.
I have a feeling that Tyler and Dubtech may have contributed somewhat.
Yeah, ever so slightly. Well, it looks like Exmar and Richie are both coming into the pits.
Oh yeah, they are. So that is going to release Unorthodox up into third place at the moment. And I think the top three have all been into the pits. So yeah. Unorthodox in the podium position he needs, with Ben Parkey sat in second.
They are in their penultimate lap.
Theoretically, if Champ were to disconnect right now, I believe he would still pick up the points for... I think he'd actually get the points for a win, because he's completed 90% of the race, I believe. I'm not sure. We will be reviewing that rule next season, but I believe that is actually the rule at the moment. It's come under some scrutiny, and rightly so. I think it's a little bit flawed in some ways. But he would actually still get the win if he disconnected at this point. So Ben Parkey would need Unorthodox to finish down in 6th if he were to take this championship. I think Unorthodox has very much got this one in the bag.
Yeah, but we're not going to say that anything for definite right now, because we've got one more lap to go after this.
Well, if we click on the Speedo tab, Ian, we'll be able to see how much fuel he's got.
I think he's still got one more.
He's got plenty. Yeah, he's going to be alright. He will make it to the end comfortably.
Oh.
Champ's got 11 litres of fuel. Oh, he's nearly on the last lap though.
Yeah.
Champ has cut it fine, I tell you.
Very close. Very much like all races he's done.
Yeah, he just wants to have the best possible car at the end of the race, and we know he's going for that world record. So obviously this is the penultimate lap of the race. Maybe he'll go for that world record on the final lap. In case you didn't know, the world record in the LMP2s here on PlayStation 4 on Project Cars 2 is on it's a 3-minute 29.3. Champ got pretty close in qualifying. He did a 3:30.2, which was only 9/10 of a second off of that elusive lap time. He's 2/10 up on his personal best throughout this race so far on this particular lap, but I don't think that's going to be enough for the world record at the moment. Currently driving that car on its absolute limit though, as he tries to find those tenths of a second. Dubtech TV saying, is there another race? No, Dubtech. This is the feature race. We had the sprint race earlier on. This is the feature now. And then that's it after this one.
It's not done.
Champ. Oh my goodness, Ian, he's only half a second off the world record. Come on, Champ. Come on.
Oh,
you can do it.
My boy. Let's go.
He's got half a second to find, and he's got the PS4 world record. If you just keep doing what you're doing, son. Oh my God, we might see history. We might see history made on the Motive Racing channel here, ladies and gentlemen, because Champ is currently on an absolute worldie of a lap time, quite literally. My goodness, we could be seeing history in the making. We could be seeing a new world record around this Le Mans track here in the LMP2s on the PlayStation 4 platform here on Project Cars 2, here at Motive Racing.
It's going to be a good couple of years before we find out if it's going to happen or not.
Yeah, definitely.
No!
Oh Oh, Champ getting out of shape there. And it looks like he's lost his chance of taking the world record. He's going to be gutted with that. I know that for a fact. But take nothing away from this man. He's driven a hell of a race. Unlucky there, Champ. JR Sim Racing saying, good to see Champ with no damage. JR, he was going for the world record on that last lap. He was only half a second off on that previous lap. World record in the LMP2s being a 3-minute 29.3. Last lap was a 3:29.7, but he just misses out there. I think he was just pushing on the absolute limit on that lap, going hell for leather, obviously with a 20-second lead. He can afford to do so, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. But he can still leave this race with his head held high, being half a second off of the world record in the race, not even in qualifying. It's quite a remarkable feat, Ian.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's especially when you've got only yourself to rely on, and no slipstream, no nothing, just yourself in the car, and you're only that far off of getting the world record. It's immense. It's something you could be really proud of, in terms not just of what you actually done, it's in terms of it's only you that made it happen.
Absolutely, it's a solo effort here on Project Cars 2, very much man and machine against other men and machines.
Oh god. I promise, guys, nor me or my associate here are under any influence of any kind of liquid drug that makes us laugh at nothing, so we're just tired.
Ian has consumed rather a large amount of tobacco. I myself have had a Chinese tonight, so I'm very off my head on
you can
sweet
never
and sour
trust
chicken.
the Chinese, can you?
Mate, you trust me. I mean, just look at Corona, bird flu, and all that stuff. SARS as well. I'm sorry. Oh god, I need to stop. I need to shut up. I need to shut up. Oh my god, shut up, Andy. I do love Chinese. I love Chinese as well, Tyler. Honestly, it's one of my favourites. Chinese, pizza, Indian. These are all my favourite foods. Whereabouts is race leader Champ? Where's Champy? We need to get some eyes on Champ. Sorry, and I'll let you carry on.
I love chicken balls.
So do I. Champ coming over the line to win the race here at Le Mans in the LMP2s, the final race of the season. He takes the double tonight, his 5th win in a row in this LMP2 Championship. He finishes the season on a high. Unfortunately, he won't be able to get to race in the LMP2s next season. We're changing over to Formula Renaults, guys. Whereabouts is Ben Parkey on the track? Let's get some eyes on Ben Parkey if we can, Ian. If we can get some eyes on Ben Parkey. Here he comes, the runner-up in this season's championship for the 2nd season in a row. Finished 2nd to Richie last time round. This season, once again, P2 in the final race and P2 on the track. Here is the man of the moment, though. Dan is going to take the championship here for season 5 of Motive Racing's LMP2 Championship. Unorthodox is the winner of the championship. He takes it by 8 points in the end. What a fantastic job all season from this man. He kept it consistent throughout the entirety. And that is absolutely fantastic there for Unorthodox. Cannot fault him for his performance over the course of this season.
Oh, I think the AI is taking over control. Right, you can stop fapping into the mic now, come on.
Sorry. Congratulations to Dan Davis on a fantastic season, as Ian takes another hit off his vape there. But well done to him, our regular commentator and staff member here. Sorry?
It's like Cloud City.
Hey?
Cloud City, but that's fun.
Cloud City.
Yeah.
Well, massive well done to Dan there for taking the championship.
Oh, Mace Gamer just takes 7th place.
Oh, he's gonna he grabs it by virtue of penalties for Maze Gamer. Oddbar currently sat in 9th place. Fury there chasing him down. Is Fury going to pick up that P9 based on Ugbar's penalty here? It's going to be an absolute race to the line here. What's going to happen in the final stages of this race? They come into the chicane for the final time. Ugbar gets an nice run there coming out of the corner. Is Fury going to nab it? It looks like Fury's going to get it. Fury's going to come around it. Oh, just come over the line. And Fury manages to get ninth place. Brilliant stuff there from Fury. I believe those guys are the last on the lead lap. Oh, there's DJ Phil.
He's doing his donuts.
Brilliant season from DJ Phil. Absolutely great stuff there. Our man who races in all of our series here at Motive, DJ Phil. Always great to have him out on track doing some celebratory donuts at the end of the season. Season's not over yet, Phil. We've still got touring cars to come tomorrow. But nevertheless, some lovely theatrics there. But massive congratulations to Unorthodox on taking the championship. We're going to see if we can grab him in the commentary box for a quick interview. Here he is, the man of the moment, Unorthodox. P3 secured the championship. In the end, you did it quite comfortably in the points. Tell us, how's that taking a championship in your first season here at Motive Racing in these LMP2s? How does that feel?
Painful. I am sweating like mad and my fingers hurt like mad. But it feels good. I feel like if Ben had made it to the first race at Spa, I think he would have had the championship. But I got quite lucky with that. But no, it feels good. I needed that first race to go well, and then it just made my life easier in the feature race. So well done to Ben for an amazing season. And Champ, I'm gutted, mate, that you didn't quite get the record.
Yeah, he came incredibly close. He was half a second off on the penultimate lap, but the last lap he was really going for it, and then he clipped the curb coming into the first chicane.
I was listening in, and the plan was well executed. I'm not sure what the plan was, but yeah, the plan was well executed. No, amazing. It was good fun to race with Champ and with Ben and all the Prolapse boys. Well done to them for giving up a great season and for racing fair as well, which was nice.
Since Champ did get double win here again tonight, that should really push him into third place in the championship, shouldn't it?
I believe so, yeah, I think it would, because he came into this round sat in fourth in the standings, didn't he? He was...
Yeah, it was 100.
No, he was sixth. No, he was sixth, but he was... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have jumped Exmar and Nicky in the standings.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have jumped Ogbot, he would have come fourth. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's still really good for somebody that came in, reasonably late to the championship and still being able to get that far up. Yeah,
he joined at the halfway point, didn't he? So
yeah,
that is brilliant stuff there. Champ taking the win in the last 5 rounds of the season, but the man of the moment is Unorthodox. Dan obviously was the man who was consistent over the course of the season, and take nothing away from him, because despite Ben Parkin missing that first round, you had to keep grinding out those points every single race. You minimised the gain that Ben Parky was making, following him home those times. And to be fair, mate, I think you probably would have pushed a little bit more if you had to in those races. You were just making sure that you could get those points on the board, I reckon.
All I'm going to say is redemption for Clio's. Redemption.
Yeah.
For Clio's.
Yeah, that was a bit of a disaster on Tuesday, but well and truly made up for it.
I think it would have been close, but I think Ben had the edge over me over the whole season at certain tracks. He just had that little bit more, and he was just a little bit more consistent. I kept making silly mistakes, but luckily I had that Spa racing in hand. And if Champ and Venom were both in the series, it would have been a lot different. So thanks to everyone who was racing with us, and Ugbar, thanks for a great season as well, mate. This was good fun. I'm sweating like mad, and I think I need to go to bed.
Are you going to be doing
Formula
Reynolds next week?
Yes, Formula Renaults. Yes. Yes, I'm going to say this now, my specialty.
Well, if that's your specialty, and we just saw you take the LMP2 Championship, then I'm looking forward to seeing, because Dan, you've made it no secret to us in private, you're not really a big fan of these cars, and you've taken the championship, so we're looking forward to seeing you in a car that you like.
Yeah, hopefully.
We are joined in the commentary box also by Champ. Champ, you took a dominant victory in that race. You came so close, half a second from taking the PS4 world record in the LMP2s. Tell us, are you gutted with that, or are you happy with the race win?
Yeah, I am disappointed I didn't get it, but at the same time, if I really, really wanted to get that world record, I go into time trial and do it, so I'm not that disappointed by it. Still happy with the double on Thanksgiving weekend, bringing one home for the boys, all executed perfectly. So,
yeah, the plan really was carried out in the best possible way, so congratulations on that. I believe you've taken 2 wins in sim racing leagues that I've been a part of on Thanksgiving weekend. Wasn't the last one at Brands Hatch in the Formula Rookies?
Yeah.
At Rubbings
Brands
Racing.
Hatch. Yeah, on
Remember that?
Thanksgiving Day, so that was something special.
This one not on Thanksgiving Day, but the day before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, so we'll give you that one. But massive congratulations to yourself. You took the last 5 wins of the season, so you really were a man in form for the rest of the season. Ben Parkey took the 5 wins before yourself, so you've come along and not only ended his streak, but then gone on a streak of your own. Coming into next season, obviously we're going to be changing it up to the Formula Renaults. Oh, should we be expecting you on the grid for that one?
I mean, absolutely. If you were around, if you remember Rubbings Racing, you know I took part in Formula Renault. So
I remember
by all means, expect me to be
a certain
there again.
few people got disqualified from that championship, if I remember correctly. I believe Flaky's going to be on the grid as well, so that's going to get tasty.
Oh dear God. Oh. Well, this is just the thing I need. I've been kind of missing the competition, not gonna lie. It's been like good 6 months since I last entered the league.
Unorthodox says that he's pretty handy in the Formula Renaults. He doesn't really like these LMP2s too much, but he's very quick in the Formula Renaults, so I'm sure he'll be offering you a big challenge next season. Hopefully Ben Parkey will be joining us as well for that one. Fingers crossed on that one. But yeah, brilliant job from tonight, Champ. Great stuff over the last few rounds. Ian, got any questions for Champ before we get off, or are we?
I'm good. I'm too spaced now, sorry.
Sorry, he's a bit tired, guys, so we'll give him that one.
Yeah.
But any last words from the champion, Dan, before we get off?
Thank you, boys, for running this event. It's been great, and yeah, let's look forward to next season in Formula Renault, where I don't have to defend the title. So that's good.
Yeah, you go down as the last LMP2 champion, so you'll forever have that on your resume. Thank you ever so much, guys. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Champ, for joining us in the commentary box post-race. Thank you to everybody who joined us on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please drop a like on this video and subscribe to the Motive Racing channel. It's been a pleasure hosting this throughout the course of the season. Also, a massive shout out to Ogbar, the league coordinator and host. We're going to get off. See you tomorrow for ACC GT3s at 6 PM GMT, followed by the touring cars back on Project Cars 2 at 8 PM. Thank you very much, guys. Good night and peace.
Peace.